On my, what was you? I know you turned your back on me just to get some wrecks. I seen you swerve back, cause I'm in the black back. New diamonds on me, flash, this ain't Snapchat. Cause I been getting paid. Yellow diamonds on me look like lemonade. Got my baby mama that new Bentayga. Tryna bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause I might got it out the streets. I keep 100, now I'm rich, deep, salty. I been ballin'. That's why we ball on it. That's why we ball on it. Yeah. That's why we ball on it. That's why we ball on it. Yeah, yeah.
Tonight, from Seattle, Washington,
What we can see of the ball appears to be teed up and ready to go. And off we go from Seattle.
From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden.
And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up.
Right out of the gates, here's Smith.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Steps away to it, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes punching it in from a yard away.
And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2, but I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive.
Now Gino on first down.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on fourth down to punt this one away. And look at this, another fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
Mahomes now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Mahomes going to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Smith.
That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. Give him 18 on the play.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And this one's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the check.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. They pass up the three, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Oftentimes with these gadget plays, these fakes, we focus on the offense and say, hey, they practiced this week. They were ready. But the defenses practice these situations too.
And just look at it this way. The two owners sitting up in their boxes, one is saying, boys, my team well prepared. And the other one's like, I got to talk to my coaches. What were they thinking? Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And not liking what he's seeing here, Mahomes is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, Mahomes.
He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Mahomes now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack, and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
A great play by Derek Hall to drop him behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there.
Derek Hall. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense.
8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught.
And he is going to be out of bounds a mile away from that yellow line, and that will become a turnover on downs. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you had looked, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a 1st down to open the drive.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Geno. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. The defense stands tall, and they're going to hold on to their 8-6 lead.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those two? I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The final shot here before break. Smith. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So we've reached halftime. Dead even here so far. 8-8 is our score. As well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll try the air now with Smith. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown.
DK Metcalf. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Again, it's Pacheco.
Escaping a tackler at the 25. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and now long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
From the gun, it's Walker.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Oh, he fakes the spike.
But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
And Kansas City's offense now set ready to go. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner, and a lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them. Got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
Pacheco gets it up the gut, and he dives his way forward to right around the line of scrimmage, so nothing there that time. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead now up to 14. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. That is incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep...
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now in Seattle, Washington. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Smith's throw into the hands of Fan. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd down and 6 now.
Throwing now is Geno. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Geno now to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown! DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st. Now Mahomes. That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the...
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Tershawn Wharton coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's up. And look at this, another fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Chiefs get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Lock it in motion right. Sticking with Walker on second down.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. Chris Jones in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 4th down, Smith. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Walker with another carry.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game. Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck Roll, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense...
today. From Lumen Field in Seattle.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Seattle.
From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden.
And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
All right, I knew I forgot to ask a question when we sat with the coaches about just how aggressive will you be bringing a ball out of the end zone, and what's the green light for your returner? In this case, it should have been a red light.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. From the end zone, Smith.
He's got some room to operate.
And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Here's Smith now on second down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. To throw is Smith. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things.
And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him.
Kyle Van Noy coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Odafe Owe. Down the right sideline. And he will bring this back. It's a pick.